So, hi everyone. Hopefully this is going to film horizontally, and if it doesn't film horizontally, sorry about that, but you'll just need to turn your phone around. That's kind of the mood I'm in. It was kind of like, look, it either gets done like this and we take our chances, or I'm not doing one. So yeah. Okay, look. One Wonder Woman PJs kind of day, do you know what I mean? It's not my Wonder Woman socks, I've got my old Adidas on there, but if you're new around here, I've got lots of Wonder Woman clothes, mostly jammies, but I have got a hoodie as well, and socks, quite a few pairs of socks. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, my name's Claire. Like I just said, loving the Wonder Woman, because I'm an Aries at the highest degrees of Venus and Aries, so very, very, very Wonder Woman-esque. And don't usually introduce myself talking about Wonder Woman that much, but hey, that's how we're going today. So yeah, Venus and the Sun and Mercury are all conjunct the South Node in Scorpio, so basically I hope you're letting shit go. I mean, I could just leave now. That's basically what that's all about, letting shit go. And I looked at 111, which is alignment. You know, to truly feel in alignment with your life, it's time to let that shit go, the stuff that weighs you down. So we've got 4 decks here today, so I don't know how long this is going to be. I'd probably rather I keep it quite short, but if we get into it and it needs to be longer, I don't mind. So we've got the Mystical Shaman Oracle, we've got the Energy Oracle, we've got the, I think this is the House of the Night, and the Healing one, Raphael Healing. And I've not painted my nails, which is going to annoy me more than it annoys you, but I'll paint my nails after this. Right, so my name's Claire. I'm a medium, shaman, hypnotherapist, life coach, counsellor. Light code activations come through everything I do. My eyes, my voice, my hands, my energy in general. Channeling. I'm channeling from the minute that I start. I'm basically channeling. Yeah, I'm rare in the fact that I'm never not channeling, put it that way. Like I'm just like, even when I'm not working in inverted commas, I'm always I'm a divine channel for spirit. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, astrology. I weave astrology every day, and I will also work with children, if you didn't know that as well. I've got a huge background of working with children, children's counselling, children's coaching. You know, obviously I can heal children with Reiki and shamanic healing as well, and children's astrology. So yeah, basically everything, pretty much nearly everything that I do with adults can be translated to work with children. So, you know, but the children that I tend to work with mostly anyway tend to be people that know me in person anyway, or soul family that I've done work with them over the Zoom a lot and online. Therefore, you know, their children know me through working with their, you know, their mum or their dad. And yeah, and therefore, yeah, they're just, it's so, before I even started working with those children in particular, you know, they'd always be led on to the, like when someone's having a Zoom with me, you know, sometimes children just feel drawn to wander into the room and have a wee chat away and stuff. So I love it. So yeah, and I heal people's inner child as well. So I've got very childlike energy and sometimes like a wise old lady. And yeah, so let's just get cracking. Right, so right now the sun is in Scorpio, and the sun's in Scorpio and the moon's in Pisces. So that is water energy, and water is feelings. So yeah, deep feelings. So deep feelings, especially with what I just said about all the Scorpio planets that are conjunct the South Node. The South Node, if I didn't say that, is about the past. It's about letting the past go. So, you know, there's a lot of the past needing to be let go for stuff to begin. So if you can hear my stomach there, it's got a cheek because I've had a massive chicken dinner with my niece, and it's like, but it's probably like, I want the chocolate eclair that you got last night. Yeah, I just got a total case of the munchies, because you know I said that the other day, I was like, I'm not going to start my diet again till, it's not really a diet, I'm just like eating more, I'm just eating healthier. And I noticed, well, just God, like, I mean, yeah, I just noticed a huge shift in my energy and the shitload of weight that I lost. So kind of addictive. I can see how people get addicted to exercise, actually. And it wasn't even through exercise, it was just actually watching what I eat and using my own magic on myself, you know what I'm saying? So so yeah, if anybody is trying to lose weight out there, I like to call it releasing weight, although I did say losing weight before I said that, didn't I? Because we don't want to lose it, because that might indicate that we want to find it again. We want to release it, and we want it to be gone. You know what I mean? That's certainly what I want. So if you do need help with that, that's a session that I can help you with through sessions. Sorry, through, I've got a package of 4 sessions that you can ask my assistant about, and it can be paid up. And yeah, and I've got a background in helping people with trauma related to eating as well. So yeah, there's lots of stuff. It's funny, one of the reviews I posted on the live there, when I was just sorting that out today, because I always, by the way, if ever, you know, for the lives, when I do the lives, if you ever, you know, didn't get to see it and you're like, where the hell is it? It's because it saves it private. So I actually have to manually go back and, like, you know, make it public and stuff. So yeah, that's what that's all about there. And I don't know why it saves it private, to be honest. It just does when I do it on my phone. It doesn't do that when I do it on my laptop. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I've also got this thing where it holds the comment, right? If you've never commented before, or you don't comment very much, basically it'll hold your comment, and sometimes I don't find it, because I have to go manually see what's there. It's like a fucking fishing net, and it's like, if I don't go back to look, I don't find it. Some of these things I never found them, they were 3 months old, so sorry about that. But anyway, this one was just left the other day, and it was really poignant, right? So Madam Evil Sizer, I can't remember your name, because 3 new people spoke on the day that you did, and I actually just added that up, that I believe you found me through a shorts, and then you watched one of the star sign readings I was doing that was live, and you chatted on that, and I didn't realise when you were speaking on that you found me through the shorts. So yeah, anyway, your comment was beautiful. So if you don't, and I'll publish it after, I haven't published it yet, but I'll publish it. And if people want to know what I'm talking about, because let's face it, people are nosy, but probably with what I say, you know, I would encourage anybody on the twin flame journey, whether, with whatever one you lean towards, whether you are divine feminine, divine masculine, or runner, chaser, you know, whatever labels are going to help you understand it. Basically, I like to describe it as somebody's known on a deeper level, most of the time longer than the other one. And whoever that is, regardless of gender, divine feminine gets it on a deeper level first, and then divine masculine catches up when they're meant to, and pretty quickly as well, is what I've seen. So yeah, so what I'm going to say is, yeah, you've got a beautiful way about writing. So I don't know whether you write professionally, but if you don't, you should. Because it hit me when I read that. I was like, whoa, that's the divine feminine, all right. But what I will just say is, obviously, you know, because that wasn't me that said that, the bit about the less damaged twin, I personally wouldn't refer to myself as that, right? And again, I don't even really like saying that at all, because we're all damaged in some way, aren't we? And I actually even said on the live 2 weeks ago, and it's really weird, when I clicked on it by accident, or rather Spin It made me do it, you know, there are no accidents, serendipity, and it was right at a bit where I was saying something funny, like I said something, I didn't say I don't know if I said I think I was talking about the twin flame journey being fucked up, and I said, you know, I mean, I'm just, I don't know if I said fucked up, I said complicated or something. I said, it's all pretty fucked up, I'm fucked up, and I said, so therefore he's fucked up. Basically, whoever my twin flame is, right, like, it's what I'm trying to say is, if you feel like, yeah, it's just your mirrors, right? I can't see it any other way. And actually, I know that person that made that comment, like, you know, this isn't for you. This is just so that I'm owning the fact that I'm publishing it because it's beautiful, and because it's how you feel, and I feel it would really help people to read it. It'll help other divine feminines to read it and be like, wow, yeah, you know, she really gets it. And I feel it'll really actually help divine masculines get it as well. You know what I mean? I think it's always really helpful to see. And I think what's really helpful is that, like that's why I was excited the other day when I was on the live doing the star sign reading, and I realised that you were divine feminine, because most women I attract are primarily show up to me as divine masculine. But a lot of these women, is my feeling is, you're it's so confusing, but you know, most of the women that are attracted to me, my feeling is you're just like a lot of women in general that are just too in your masculine, therefore you appear to me as the divine masculine. And when your actual divine masculine comes in your life, you will shift into your divine feminine. But we don't know until that happens. Some of you may stay the divine masculine, and your divine this gets so confusing, and your twin will be the feminine. So, you know, the man will be the divine feminine, and the woman, you, my clients, will be divine masculine. But a lot of that, like you're saying, your energies will swap. So yeah, so I just wanted to say that like, you know, I feel that's a beautiful comment, but it wouldn't be the way that, well, obviously it wouldn't be the way that I would say it, because I never wrote it, 1144, Twin Flames. But that was great timing. But because that is another twin flame divine feminine's perspective, I just felt it was really beautiful and poignant, and I just felt it'd be helpful for people to read. But yeah, I'm just sort of saying that there's my stomach rumbling again. I can just always, and again, it's because it, like say, I believe it is because of my shamanic work, the way I do my shamanic work, and the healing I've had for myself around that. I just cannot see me and my twin flame as separate anymore, and that's been for quite a few years now, like on such a deeper level. And it's just something to be honest, I very rarely see anybody the same as that. All I see is separation. You know, I meet loads of lovely people, but I meet people that they just feel so separate. Now that doesn't mean that like I automatically understand 100% all the things that my twin flame does. And again, because remember, it's like I'm in a situation where we're not in communication, and we haven't been for years, and you know, I just go by the fact that we haven't spoke to each other for years. I've never been guided to, basically, I've never been guided to kind of chasing him up and be like, hey, why are you not talking to me? You know, do you know that we're this, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, when he saw these, he's got a pretty deep insight, like pretty much a year's worth of working out how I feel about him. So, and yeah, do you know the download that I was getting today, which isn't a huge, it isn't a huge insight that I've never had before, but what I was being told was my worst nightmare when I was like really wee. Like, I remember when I fancied someone when I was really wee, and basically, I think it was like I told my, oh God, why is my stomach rumbling that much? I told my sister, and then my sister told her friend, and her friend told her wee sister, and the wee sister maybe blurted it out. And it was like they knew the boy that I fancied. Do you mean? And anyway, I just remember that feeling mortified. Like, I was only tiny, but I just remember how mortified I felt. And basically, I carried that limiting belief around really my whole fucking life. So that's what they were saying to me, was my worst nightmare once upon a time would be for the person that I fancy to know that I fancied them. You know, because it's like everyone, it's like, oh, but then what if, like, they find out you fancy them and they don't fancy you back, right? Well, what would be the best way, 1444, we're getting all the 144s in, and again, I'm looking away when I'm channeling, and I'm looking down at the time, so it's like they make me look down. What would be the best thing to do to overcome that fear? Well, just fucking out yourself, just talk about it, you know what I mean? That's basically what they said, and it made me laugh because it is true. But you know, with me, it's very simple and it's very complicated. It's because I held it in for, oh god, why am I going in? See, this is because it's so, this is because of those, the sun, this is because of the sun. Did I say moon before? If I said the moon, sorry, I keep getting mixed up. This is because the sun, Venus, and Mercury. So your soul power, where the sun is right now, highlighting change, transformation, deep feelings, Venus, deep feelings of love, and Mercury talking about it, you know what I mean, understanding, conjunct South Node, which is all about the past and past healing. That's why we're talking about this. It's because I did hold it. It is complicated with me because I did. Not only did I hide my deeper feelings from him to protect myself and to be in control of the situation, I also remember, like, you know, full disclosure, I've totally fucking out myself with that one there. Bear in mind, when I was hooking up with my twin flame, he didn't know this. You know what I mean? Like, and again, it doesn't matter because there'll be shitloads of stuff I never knew about him. Trust me, like, I'm more than fucking certain about that. He's a Scorpio, there's always secrets somewhere. But yeah, basically, you know what I mean? It's I'll see your Scorpio and I'll rise you with a Scorpio rising kind of thing, do you know what I mean? I've got secrets too. But what I'm saying, and it's so funny because Scorpio is secrets and it's the shadow, but what I'm trying to say is I feel I even kept my deeper secrets about him a secret from myself, if you know what I mean. And so then when I did sort of really realise those feelings weren't shifting, it wasn't that it was too late, it was just all when it was meant to be. And because I'm so intense, the way that I look at it is, in a way, I wish I had found out about all this twin flame shit and, you know, had a wee bit of time to study it and all that. That's so funny because my eyes just got drawn to the Two of Cups, the really romantic one out of the Lightseers tarot, the two people holding hands, and the word study on another card when I said that. But yeah, I really wish I had come across it all to study it, and then I would have known not to do some of the stuff that I did do, which isn't that dramatic, to be honest. It was more just I went really into myself, like I went really withdrawn and very like the Little Mermaid. Like I just couldn't talk around him. Like whenever I saw him anywhere, I couldn't talk. Like I would actively avoid him. Therefore, he would avoid me, and it was just really fucking weird. And I mean, it's still like that now, even if we saw each other now. Fucking hell. Fuck knows what would happen now. Jesus. I mean, do I just fucking be like, have you seen what I've been saying on YouTube? I know you have. Or do I just fucking, you know, duck and dive and fucking, I don't know, jump down an alleyway or something? Avoid, you know what I mean? I don't know. Well, that'll be an interesting one. But you know what I'm saying? All jokes aside, if I wasn't doing this, that is what would happen. I mean, that is what happened. Like, the last time I saw him, that's literally what happened. Like, we were like, never mind 2 feet away from each other. We were a foot away from each other at one point. Standing at a bar. And he was chatting to his friend, and I was chatting to mine. And I kept my back to him the whole time. Because I just, even then, and that was only a few years ago, I just froze. You know, when you've been waiting to see somebody for a very long time and then it actually happened. And by the way, do you know, I actually did even I got a heads up from Spirit, which I don't always get. But I knew, like I said to my friend at the time, I said, we're going to see him. And she's like, you know, don't get your hopes up. But she also knew that whenever I said that, a lot of the time we would. But anyway, yeah, I did. Anyway, I've told that story. Blah, 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 blah. Right, it'll all have some sort of meaning why I've just went into that when we see what the cards are. So, deep feels and deep feels of the past, as you've just seen rise up in me. annoyingly, when I don't want to keep doing it, but they just keep making me do it. Right, so let's start off with mystical chant. What do we need to know for the collective? Whether it's got something to do with what I shared in my journey to help people, or whether, oh yeah, oh shit, Christ. Oh no, I need to keep going. Oh, that's really freaky. And it was right when I was just about to say about that comment again. She said the twin flame journey, a blessing or a curse. And that's why I'm saying, I'm asking, do you write professionally? Because if you do, I could actually tell that you do. And if you don't, you should, basically. So I'm going to, just reiterate that. And I'm saying it because I'm particularly excited about me getting back to my writing, channeling, written stuff when I get to 500. So, but that's really specific. Because it is, is it a blessing or is it a curse? It is a bit of both. But I say that about, my gift as well. And even my gift of having Pluto retrograde 0 degrees Scorpio in the 12th house, I feel everything. It is a gift that I can tune into people's pain, therefore I can help them. But it's also a bit of a curse because it's I get every Tom, Dick and Harry, Sally, Julie, Molly. I always say the same names. That fascinates me. Fascinates me when I don't have... I do know someone called Molly. I don't know somebody called Julie in my life. Actually, no, I do. That's so funny. Both people are shamanic people. That's too funny. But anyway, what's the other one? Sally. Yeah, I don't know a Sally. I just always think it's really weird I say the same name. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's anybody, they just feel the priest, shaman, counsellor part of me, healer and medium, and they just flock to me and they start telling me all their shit. And some, most of the time I'm alright with that. That's what I'm here to do. But sometimes you fucking deal with your own shit. You just can't be arsed. Do you know what I mean? Deep stuff. Right, anyway. So, there. So yeah, if I didn't get that, because I started going into really deep feels, I'll just have to watch your back myself and see what I even said there. I just wanted to say that I don't see it like somebody's less damaged than the other, but I know what you mean by that. It's more because the way that I see it is like all twin flames, so that would include me. All twin flames have a lot of the same core wounds, and it's abandonment from whatever, from past lives, from this life. It's really strong abandonment wounds, and it's not one twin, it's both twins, and it's mirrored. So whatever you feel your twin has, you have it too. It's just you may go through it at different times and not the same time, and it might be quite hard to spot that it's the same wound. And that's basically what my job is, to help people see where it is within you. And I'm always reflecting it back so that people look at that, because that's what I've had to do on my journey as well. And yeah, it can be hard when you've not, like say, when you've not had any contact with your twin for years and years and years. But yeah, anyway, that is the long and short of it, you know what I mean? But the same theme is always there, and it is that one twin does seem to be self-sabotaging to the absolute max. But then, see, even with that though, like, I know where I've really massively self-sabotaged in my life. Like, and it's not in the same areas that I feel my twin has. And again, I don't know that 100%. I'm just saying I don't know where exactly he self-sabotaged, but the one place I know where he does is in love. Like, I mean, let's just call a spade it is, because he does feel very deeply for me. And he probably feels like it's a curse. Because I've felt like that sometimes too, do you know what I mean? To be perfectly fucking honest. Like I've said before, it annoys me when I sometimes come across general readings when they're like, the divine masculine feels like you've cursed them. And I'm like, fucking, do you know what I mean? Fucking mine better not be fucking thinking I've done that. Do you know what I mean? The fucking curse was put on the two of us. But, yeah, all jokes aside, it's intense. So let's see what that's about. I'll put that there, and then, but it's in reverse, so I feel that means the curse, the spells, the black magic, the trickery, because she doesn't look too friendly, or he, whatever this is about for people, that is lifting. So whenever there's been trickery in love or other parts of life. It's lifting the wild woman. That feels very divine feminine. We've all got a wild feminine part in us, regardless of gender. So we'll read them in a minute. Oh yeah, and so again, I keep wanting to go back to that comment. So my feeling, right, on the twin flame journey is the divine feminine is meant to go, like, do all this healing, and you know, a lot of us are meant to be helping heal others, which is what I do. But personally, from what I've, like, the divine masculine does heal as well. They just heal in a different way, because remember, a lot of my clients are divine masculine energies that are women, and they've done a lot of healing. And even the guys out there, not even, sorry, but the guys out there as well, you know. And if you are a man, divine masculine, and you're doing healing and you don't mind commenting, you know, can you comment, say that it's well, there's just, oh god, it's so complicated. Some just actually don't know why they feel like that, and they will, until they're awakened, they will just think, this person's just, it's making me, not right away, you know, first it'll be all insane chemistry and sexual chemistry, and you know, if you make it that far, getting it on and all that, and then something will just, it'll change, and it will just go awkward and weird, like what I described. And it'll be when it's meant to happen. And you know, some people might have actually went as far as being in a relationship, and some people might keep it casual. And like, say, I know some twin flames that haven't even kissed or, you know, done anything like that. But yeah, a lot of them won't realise what the fuck this intensity is, you know. Like a lot of divine feminines out there, and myself included, was like, why the hell do I suddenly feel like without this person in my life I'll die? Do you know what I mean? I'm exaggerating, but it's not too, my voice, but it's not too far away from that, you know what I mean? When it came on really badly like that, it was like, shit, like, not only do I want him to be my boyfriend, like, I want him to be, like, I just want to be with him all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like this, you know, what can I say? Romeo and Juliet love. It's very much Venus and Scorpio right now. That's that kind of, you know, it's very intense love. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, talk about being hit by Cupid. It, you know, it did feel like horrible. I mean, again, I said this other day, I don't really like reliving it too much, because I was in a very shitty place of having a very good looking divine masculine, free as a bird, free to do as he pleases, and me having to watch it happen, you know. And because, not watch it happen as such, because like I said, I just took myself off social media and all that, but before I done that, I would, you know, see it unfold, and then I'd hear things that, and it was just really shit. Like, it was just not, I think, again, with me having that Pluto retrograde in Scorpio in the 12th house, again, it's that's a house of your deepest fears, and it's a house of your deepest desires. I just do see it as I have to get these things really, really bad to be a teacher of it, and I've just accepted that, and I've integrated the lessons, and that's why I'm, you know, that's really why, like, you know, if you're say like why am I doing, there's loads of reasons why I'm doing this. I was guided to do it, and like you said, even, you know, not very often, but sometimes when I'm really fall into my logical side, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, do you know what I mean? But then I just fall back into my wild woman, and I'm like, this is what I'm meant to be doing. It's a lot of the reason why I'm doing this too is because I'm helping divine feminines, I'm helping divine masculines, I'm helping true twin flames in general, but I'm also, just in case my divine masculine tunes into these, and maybe not even in real time, just whenever he, I don't know, gets wind that I'm doing this, it's yeah, it's because I know if I got it that bad, he'll be fast tracking it that bad as well. And I just want to help, you know what I mean? I want to help him, I want to help all of you. Right, okay. So, because you're only given what you can handle, and turns out I could handle it, and I could still handle it. And I have my good days, I have my bad days, I have my really bad days, I have my frustrated days, and I have my accepting it and being bored. And like I said, boredom can be a good sign of enlightenment, you know. Not that you're done, just that you're kind of accepting things and being in the moment. That's how I handle it. Learning to just embrace and dare I say, even enjoy the journey. So yeah, I don't look at it as that I'm the less damaged one. I'm just as fragile and damaged as whoever my twin flame is, and I'm going to say that all of yous are fragile and damaged, and all of your twin flames are. So, but read what she wrote because it was beautiful. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Happy family. That's what we're all looking for. I mean, to me, in this deck, I would say that's the... Oh, I suppose they might have wanted it to be the Four of Wands, a union card. Never saw it like that before. And the fact that I've had these cards years and I've never saw it like that before, that could be her version. I don't think... Some of it I feel she meant to be the tarot, some of it not. I think it's meant to be a mixture of both. But I always kind of thought, oh, it's the Ten of Cups. But I'm now thinking of Four of Wands, right? Because the Four of Wands is about celebrations, happy union, stability. So I think the fact that I never saw it as that before means something, that someone watching this is seeing things from a different perspective. 4 is my favourite number as well, that's why I want to get to 444. And also rainbows are my favourite, and I also live by a beach. Lots of synchronicity here, but yeah, basically this is what I'm saying. Whoever your true twin flame is, they want that with you. They do. And it's just for some of your twin flames, it won't be conscious yet. Like, it will be such a desire that they'll push it down. They'll repress it, they'll push it down, and they'll just be like, yeah, in an ideal world, in a dream world, this is who I would want, like, as in you, twin flame watching this. Oh, there's my stomach rumbling. I think my stomach talks when I say things. I'm like, oh. And if you can't hear, well, that'll be funny if you can't hear. But yeah, so that's what I mean about, like, it's just people need to do the work to push through that fear, and that's why there's amazing tools such as hypnotherapy, which is why I'm a hypnotherapist. But even before I was all these things, like, I've always been able to help people with subconscious blocks. That is a gift of mine, again, with my astrology, my soul's blueprint. And I can see what your gifts are when I look at your chart if you book that session. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, whoa, wait, hang on a fucking minute. Right, I'm mind blown, guys. I wonder if someone's worked out before I say it. 4/11. That's tomorrow. The 4th of November is tomorrow. What the fuck? Oh, that is giving me chills. That's giving me chills. That's my dad's birthday as well. Happy birthday, Father Bowie, as Lexi said, or Colin the Caterpillar. Like, we've got if you don't get that in other parts of the world, there's a cake in the UK and it's a caterpillar called Colin. That's why we say that. So wow. But I mean, other than my dad's birthday, so somebody else might be a Scorpio out there as well. I've got a lot of Scorpio energy, so I tend to attract a lot of Scorpios. The other person that I speak about quite a lot is a Scorpio too. Yeah, so wow. And cornucopia is, I'll read it from the book, but this is just about, that kind of feeling of happiness, and everything you touch turns to gold, abundance. So interesting. I think this is predicting happier times. Oh my god, that card again. 18 is the moon card, secrets, and I've been talking a lot about secrets. 33 as in time in this, that's divine masculine. Forbidden. Forbidden is a word I've been using quite a lot in the videos when I talk about Venus in any sign, but Venus and Scorpio right now. Venus and Scorpio in the 12th house, because Venus in any sign would be people that feel that love is forbidden for some reason, even though it isn't. So that's why I like to untangle that for people. Be careful you're not telling yourself that you're cursed or some sort of story that makes sense to you because you've got that placement, and actually it just isn't true. So that's really important. Check where your Venus is, guys. Or like I say, you can book a session, check that with me. And if you're brand new and if you've already had enough evidence that I, oh my god, know what I'm talking about when it comes to love, because that's what I'm here to heal for people. Always helping my friends with their relationships, trust me. Whether it be the right ones or the wrong ones, trust me, divinely timed, I let people live out their own mistakes, but I certainly have helped people away from curse, and that even includes people that aren't twin flames, you know, people that have been hanging around really nasty folk like that, help them, you know, with that. And but definitely a lot of mostly twin flames with karmics. I mean, let's just do that. Their eyes are creepy. That's the one on the front of the book, actually. Is it actually? Yeah, it kind of is. So yeah, for, oh my god, shit, I just realised that I'm a bit slow. Forbidden love. Shit. That's fucking nuts, by the way. That's really nuts, because I was talking about the forbidden love thing before I pulled the love card. Shit, that's mental. And can I just say, because Venus is in Scorpio, Venus and Scorpio, particularly, again, I could say anywhere, it would just be intense love, but Venus and Scorpio in the 12th house would definitely be that. Feeling this intense desire, total twin flame, secret love for someone, and being like, I love them so much, but I can't have them because I'm cursed. You know, maybe not exactly like that. You know, again, like they're the dream, and they're gonna have to always stay the dream. Oh god, my hair's falling out again. I probably fucking fuckers cursed me to make my hair fall. Anyway, well, no joke about that, but yeah, you know what I mean. Forbidden love. So just make sure that's it. By the way, someone, the 18th of October might be significant here too, because I'm just noticing that. Or maybe something significant happened on that day this year. What healing do we need to know? Fresh air. Did you get your fresh air today with your dog? Or your fox? Whatever that is. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me breathe easier in all ways. What's all? There's a wee cat on the shoulder as well. I was about to say Jesus, but it's Archangel Raphael. Use your, oh my god, it's not, did you hear me as well? It's not, I'm be drawn at 36 minutes. That's not a coincidence that nothing ever is, that I actually said that as well about my natural healing abilities at the start. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for clearly guiding, encouraging and supporting my healing work. There you go. And so, like I said, my natural healing work is to heal twin flames. And I was doing it even before I recognised 8 years ago that all the people, roughly 7-8 years ago, that all the people that were coming to me for healing were talking about, well, first of all, they were talking about love. But that, again, that's why I'm saying that's even been a staple before I shifted to my official healing work. I was always helping people with their love lives and always helping people love themselves more, because I've just read and, you know, it's been my life's work to read about things to do with self-love and all that, and just had, like I said, I had a natural understanding of wanting to know how to love myself better and teach other people how to love them, just like a little Louise Hay, except I'm not, I'm a little claircognizant. So yeah, right, okay, I think that's enough cards now. So I want to read, so now we need to find out, I want to read the curse. So what number is it? Oh, look at the scary lady's eyes for a minute. 14. So wow, that's crazy, by the way. What are the chances of that? 365 days of the year, and I pull a card that's 411. But it's because it's not me. It's not me, and if you're new, this happens all the time. Oh yeah, that's what I started saying and forgot to finish. Get used to that, by the way. They'll bring it back to me. If I forget to say, they'll bring it back to me. I keep saying they'll bring it back to me. Someone's union's being brought back to them, by the way, because they're pulling me to the 2 of Cups down there, the true love card, the union card, when I'm saying that. And now they're pulling me to a card that's not even to do with love, it's to do with money. But take a divinely guided chance. So whatever that means, take a divinely guided chance on true love is what I would. And synchronicity, yeah. They're just pulling me loads of cards on the floor right now. And then look, and then the whole time I was saying that, as I was looking at the floor, I was pointed at happy family and like, well, this says happily ever after, and the curse is over. So whatever you take from that. Right. Be aware of your actions. Act with impeccable intention so as to not create debt or karma that sooner or later someone has to pay. And look at that, guys. What I always say about money, and I just mentioned that cards about money, I always say, do not accrue karma with money. I learned that myself the hard way. And I particularly always say, like I literally said that in the last video I done on the live, I said, if somebody wants to work, oh look, that's because oh my god, that's fascinating. Again, my guides, God, divine, remind me if I forget, I keep going to say, so this is what I mean, this is like a curse on me. Like, look, that's the people that don't want me to, that's the people, fuck, that's blown my mind. That's the people that don't want me to do better in the world, because I keep going to share about my offers and keep forgetting and being distracted, but I'm being reminded. So I was guided to this week, but I'll keep it for the foreseeable, but you're better, you know, booking it sooner rather than later in case I decide to take it away. If you're new, and that means if you've never had any kind of paid service from me before, you can have a Zoom at £99, right? That just for your first one, and you can only get one. That's kind of obvious, but I'm just stating it. And you know, that's less than half price, because I put my prices up recently because I can often sit with people for longer than the hour, and it takes a lot of my energy. And again, I can help people in a huge variety of ways, so I have to honour what I've spent years, decades learning to be able to do in a short space of time and help people with. So again, somebody else must need to tell themselves that too. And again, I do help people with their spiritual businesses in particular, if you didn't know that as well, with my life coaching. But yeah, so there's that. And then for everyone else, if you have had a session before, you can get a select few things that will be able to help you with what it is you need help with, for 144, and that's an hour session. And it's for anything else, you know, if you're wanting access to everything that I do, it would be the new price, because like I say, when I do, which is 222, when I do past life regressions, sometimes I'm sitting there from anywhere to 2 to 4 hours. So again, if you are wanting to book the 222, be prepared that it, you know, if you're wanting a past life regression, it will be, I would say it will be about at least 3 hours. So yeah, just letting you know that. But I think that's it. Right, so anyway, yeah, but like, so the reason why I was saying that, but that was quite interesting. The reason why, and then, and then if you've had a Zoom with me, you can have access, you can unlock that access to the unlisted pre-recorded videos. But I only do the pre-recorded videos if you've had at least one Zoom with me, just basically so that I know who you are. That's my boundaries. I don't like doing, I don't like doing videos for people if I don't know who the fuck you are. I know other people do, but I've actually had friends of mine just don't really have very good experiences with that, and I've just never been led to do it. I just think it's kind of stupid, really, to be honest. So anyway, it just, it doesn't appeal to me. So got enough people that come to me that I know, like, and trust. I don't need to read for folk that I don't know who the fuck it is. Right, so I do that on here, you know what I mean? I'm doing that on here because fuck knows who's watching these, but I hope you're getting help, whoever you are. Right, so, and if you could give it a wee like, even the haters, come on, do a good deed in the world, because, they're reminding me to talk about karma again, because that's what I would say about karma. If, instead of, like, putting more speaking lack over your life, which, listen, I can even fall into doing that, bad habits can die hard and all that. If you need money to work with me specifically, ask Spirit to send you the exact amount that you need to pay for the session, right? Bearing in mind that you can pay the sessions up if you need to. If you've got access to that option, I think depending on what your credit's like, it might not allow you to. But then you can always ask my assistant, right? And if I know you well enough, there are things that we can sort out. But like I've said, people have really done me dirty, and quite a few people, to be honest, over the years, when I've trusted them, so sadly. But, people make mistakes, and like say, I just quickly let it go and I bash on, because it's only money, but it is sad when people do that. But I always look to, there's lots of reasons why people can do things like that, whether it's letting you down with money or whether it's letting you down in other areas of life. It's usually because they've not been taught right themselves, or they've had other people do it to them. It's something along these lines. But again, it doesn't mean you deserve it. I definitely didn't deserve it when I give people a chance and go bend over backwards to help people. But like I say, whenever anyone's done that to me, I'm always open for an apology. It doesn't mean I probably wouldn't ever work. I probably wouldn't ever want to work with the same people that do that, to be honest. But it would really much depend on it would really much depend on the circumstances, wouldn't it? But I think we should always be open to forgive there. So again, maybe someone else has been dwindled with money. But what I'm saying is, karma-wise, it's not good karma, that if you do ask for money to work with me, make sure you recognise when that money comes your way, and make sure you buy yourself that session, because it's not really about me, because this could be about anything. Ask for money. If you ask for money for your electricity bill, see when that money comes in, pay your electricity bill. If you ask for money to do counselling with someone, see when the money comes in. Because that would be tempting, because it's more money when you're, especially when you do my counselling package. Get yourself the thing, because, and actually someone watching this will be like, oh, that happened to me. And, you know, if you watch the interview, in fact, that's just Jennifer, you know what I mean? We even spoke about that, you know, she was trying to make a decision about whether to do it or not. And then Jennifer says herself at some point in that video, somewhere along the lines, it was, you know, money well spent, or, you know, just it was her that said it was the best money she's ever spent. You know, people say things like this all the time when they do the therapy with me in particular. But whatever it is, whether it's something big or something little, but usually whether it's something with me or someone else, just make sure that if it's some kind of debt, like, make sure when you ask for the money to pay for something, you don't think, oh, that person will understand, or I'll pay them later, or, like, because I've done it, right? I've done it in the past too, and trust me, you'll just accrue more bad karma, and really shit stuff will happen to you, because it's what I always say, it's not your money. Like, when you owe money, it's maybe a little bit, like, I'm going to loosen the reins a little bit if it's like, you've got debt with, like, I don't know, bills to do with your, well, what did they always say? Like, priority debts are, you know, make sure your rent or your mortgage is paid, and make sure some other utility bills. I can't remember what kind of order it would go in. Maybe it would be. But council tax where we live, so I don't know what that'd be. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some other things, as long as you're paying something to it, then you're making you're making a dent in it. But anyway, that's too long to go on about this, but it must somebody, like, oh, I know why they're making me do this. It's because Scorpio, oh shit, yeah, Scorpio is about debt. It's the 8th house of death and taxes, and it's about that. It's about kind of like, because you know, all the scaremongering as well about, because I don't really watch the news that much, and when I turned Peppa Pig off, I caught the news, and it was going on about the recession. It was just all this big doom and gloom, and actually I've just realised with the South Node and Scorpio conjunction, of course, that's why it was all about nobody having any money and just doom and gloom. That's what's in the collective, right? I get it. Make sure that you're not really falling into that doom and gloom and telling yourself that, because I'm actually just looking at a card that I pulled on my masculine side. So remember, that's my inner masculine, but it's also whoever my outer masculine, I don't usually say that, but whoever my divine masculine is. So if that helps anyone out there, and him if he watches these. What does it say again? You control your money. Don't let it control you. Yeah, that's what that card says today, but that's my inner masculine as well. 1 cent can bring back 1,000 memories. That was for my feminine side, and I don't know what that would be for me today, because I've not been out of the house. Probably the lentil soup, actually, because, yeah, my grandma, because I was saying, and I just got drawn to a picture of my grandma when I said that, because, my mum was saying how nice my lentil soup is, and my niece loves my lentil soup. Everyone loves my lentil soup. I'm a good cook. Anyway, moving on, I digress. So blah, 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 blah. I hope you get that, right? It might seem obvious, and the people that have been around here a long time get it, but seriously, if you need money for something, ask Spirit. Set an intention, ask Spirit, say, look, I need money for this, I need this exact amount, ask for it, and then recognise when it comes your way. Sometimes it can come to you in bits and bobs, right? And you put it aside, and, you know, and sometimes though, I remember I needed a really big amount of money to pay a bill. But I think that's actually when I didn't do it, to be honest. I remember I needed a specific amount of money to pay a bill, and then weirdly somebody specifically paid that amount of money, like doing therapy with me, and I didn't pay it straight to that bill. I paid other things I needed to pay, but I didn't pay it to that. And then I remember, crappy stuff happened because of it. So then the next time I owed a lot of money, and it was really hanging over my head, it was taking me ages to pay it. The minute somebody paid, and it was the exact amount I needed, I'm not shitting you, because I'd done it in front of my group at the time, I transferred that fucking money in front of them on a live, and I was crying. I was actually crying with joy, because it was hanging over my head that much. So I really do get what it feels like, right, people out there. So that's why I say, doesn't matter how, if you ask for it for money and it comes your way, pay it wherever the fuck you asked for it for, right? Seriously. Anyway, that's ran over. And again, I'm saying this because it's been said to me by loads of different people that I'm here to teach you about money in my own way, which I just always find hilarious because I can't stand money. But that's probably why. Because it's like, I've got a unique kind of relationship with it. Right, anyway, so I'm a person, you know, I'm a leader of the new earth. I'm an understander. I've never said that before and I made up a word. I'm an understander of the new earth, and in the new earth, money ain't going to be the way it is here. But right now, we have to live by those rules. What you do to others, you also do to yourself and to the people you love the most. Now you have the opportunity to clean it up. Oh my God. That was the rest of the curse card. And I'm not being funny, but that actually really ties in to that beautiful comment. That I truly do believe, well, I believe in my divine masculine. I believe that's, oh my God, sorry, I'm cringing. I'm observing this and I'm cringing because it just, but I do. Like, I fucking do. I believe in my divine masculine so much. And I believe in his ability to love himself enough to realise that his true love is sitting right here. And I even believe he knows that too, to be honest. I don't think I'm deluded. I think he knows fine well who the love of his fucking life is. And when he's ready to face that, he will. And yeah, but yeah, I believe in him because I believe in myself, and that basically just comes back to that, you know. And there's a card on the floor with two people facing each other, I might add, but it's actually a karmic card, karmic relationship. So again, it's lots of twins are releasing karmic relationships to be able to face their true love, you know what I mean? Karmic relationships have an importance in our lives as well, and they're not always romantic. They can be deep friendships as well, like I've said. You know what I mean? Right, okay. But deep friendships that run their course and personal experience and professional experience to helping other people. Right, so excess for its own sake is a sign of imbalance. Oh, and then that could go for money as well, or that could even go for karmic relationships for people that have too many kind of footloose and fancy-free relationships, which is often the way of the divine masculine, men or women. Like, we all need to grow up at some point, do you know what I mean? Excess for its own sake is a sign of imbalance. This is a warning that you may be trapped in obsessive thinking behaviour, looking for a release in places that will never provide it. Oh my God, now, that's really funny what I just said. Again, that I know they do want me to talk about it. It is because, like, so see people that just get with loads of different people. It's because they're trying to find that ego boost from, like, pulling loads of different guys or pulling loads of different girls. And it's not just an age thing. There can still be guys that are acting like that. I remember going on the plane. I remember being on a plane to Benidorm. I don't know if it was Benidorm or Tenerife. It was one of these places. And there was a guy walking up and down the aisle, right, like trying to chat birds up. And I swear to God, he was about fucking 50 or older. And I was like, holy fucking shit, man. That guy's just stayed 18 forevermore. You know what I'm saying? And we were all cringing. Like, there's nothing more embarrassing than seeing that shit. Do you know what I mean? Nobody wants to be that guy or that woman. But mind you, if you're on a plane to Benidorm, a lot of the time that will be. To be honest, I thought I was going to hate it. I fucking loved it. So, but, you know. If you've been, you know. If you know, you know. I mean, I just remember being there, and I remember a friend of mine at the time, it was very funny. And she, oh, there's my stomach going again. She was like, she went, did anyone just see that? And I was like, what? She went, a couple just laid a rug down, started shagging, and then by the time you came back, they sort of finished, done the job, and taken the rug away and fucked off. And I was like, no, I never saw that, but it was very funny. You know, it was her just, and listen, you know what I mean? She was not easily shocked, but it was funny. It was a very funny moment. Let go, lest you become like the hungry ghosts of Chinese Buddhist lore that can never be fulfilled. True release comes from trusting the fluidity of life, understanding that just as a river needs its banks to flow, so too do you need boundaries around your thinking and behaviour. And I talk about boundaries all the time, but I've been particularly talking about it because just recognising, you know, where my nieces are both pushing the boundaries. Now is the time to simplify, be mindful, and connect to that light within. Wow, that was these two cards. Right, I said that didn't want to be too long. I've nearly been an hour. Right, 4. Look at that. People are releasing attachments in this Taurus eclipse. Very intense time. Perceived need and the choice to let go. Yep, but that means energy attachments. So that can be people, but that can even be when like something's taking a hold of you, like drink, alcohol, gambling, sex, food. She says that she's going to eat a chocolate eclair. But hey, listen, it's Pisces moon till basically the end of tomorrow, the end of Friday. And I was going to say I'm starting my diet on Saturday, but that's going to have to wait till Sunday. It's Aries moon on Saturday, but I've got my foster sister's 50th, so aye, we're going for lunch. So it's not, I'm not having a boozy lunch, but you know, I'll be eating something that won't be healthy anyway. So anyway, happy family. The rainbow over this happy family. Oh my God, and I saw, by the way, see right after my healing, right after my healing, I asked to see a rainbow and I saw the most magical rainbow out the window. I'm not even fucking kidding you. And it's 5555. That's huge change. And I just said about the Taurus, wait a minute, I can't wait to watch this back because it's been so much synchronicity, like more than usual. And right as I said that, I got drawn the card called Synchronicity on the floor. Right, the synchronicity is too much. It's always like this if you're new, but it's just kind of a bit too much. But yeah, I could have cried. I'd asked for a rainbow about something, and I saw, and the rainbow at my friend's house when we're eating tea, it has one of my best friends, I might add, but it was like, it had a rainbow out one window that I saw when we were eating, and then she was like, look, I'll be at the other side, and we ran over to the other side of the room, and it was to the other side, so whatever that means to you as well. And she was like, that means money to me. And I was like, well, to me it means hope. Do you know what I mean? So it's just putting it together. It's like, you know, you've got hope and money coming your way, so that's for yous. Right, it's for me too, but it's for yous as well. The rainbow over this happy family portends a time of joy and celebration. Close connections are available, so don't overlook the fun and frivolity that a friend or family experience can bring. Oh yeah, then I just said I'm going out for lunch, so that's funny. And also, that's really nice actually. Oh fuck, look, that's really crazy. Because look, it's my foster sister's birthday on the 5th, but it's my dad's birthday's tomorrow, and so I'm going to be having tea with him tomorrow. So that's quite funny. It is a fucking weekend of family fun. For me, so, and hopefully for you. The value that you find in a truly loving relative or friend brings a higher vibration to your life force. So see, it's not always about the true love. I mean, maybe it's about the true love for some of you as well. Or a friend brings a higher vibration to your life force. You may be distracted or busy, but remember to put this part of your life in the forefront of your priorities. Can I just say the card for the shorts today on the 3rd actually said don't be distracted or something. Something about distraction, so that feels important. If you're single, finding this card in your spread could indicate a potential meeting or perhaps relationship. Oh, hello, twin flames. With someone who has children from a previous marriage. Well, that's pretty fucking specific. This ready-made family might bring some challenges, but it could be your destiny in this lifetime. Yeah, that's totally for a twin flame. This card may also simply signify a celebration coming up, such as a wedding, anniversary, or birthday party. Enjoy. Right, I'm sorry. Is this just my reading? This is my dad's birthday. Sorry for saying it again, but I'm fucking mind blown. That's mental. I open myself to a new and deeper experience of family, and I'm ready to see greater happiness there. I know that I'm the loving family. I know that I am the loving family that I need. That's bloody beautiful. And it's on page 13, which is Divine Feminine. And I've just realised that must be my grandma saying happy birthday to her son as well. So I shall tell him. Look, my fucking stomach's going crazy here. And wait a minute. Another really weird thing. I might be reaching, but my grandma's birthday is the 17th of the 10th. But I mean, that's the 18th. But I'm just saying that's a little bit weird. 365 days of the year. It is reaching because it isn't 17. But that, how weird would that be? Just saying. I do actually know. I think they're the 19th. I was going to say I do know somebody that's the 18th. I'm sure I do know somebody that's the 18th of October. And maybe it's someone watching this. Right. So let's read cornucopia now. And of course, 11 is twin flames as well. I've just got it drawn as 21. So 21, 11 might be significant there too, but 21 is world coming full circle. There's lots of dates in this. Making a plan. Right. My hand just went straight to that. Oh, Christ, and I just ripped the page. Storm warning, clouds on the horizon. Christ. It's because we're in eclipse season, guys. Right, let's read the cornucopia. And then we'll finish it, because it's hit one. Look, it's hit an hour right as I said that. So, brand new beginnings. Wishes fulfilled. Oh my God, look at that. Wishes fulfilled beside the rainbow. I think that's the... That can be that, look. Nah, that's... There, that's the thumbnail. Can I hold it for long enough? An abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you, and you may even find all of your wishes fulfilled. And that makes sense of the rainbow. This, and that isn't even that card, this cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, or all of the above. Holy shit, did not know it said that, by the way. I knew it was good, but I didn't know it was going to be that specific. Can I just say as well, it was right after I saw that rainbow when my friend was taking me home that I saw the fork of lightning, when the night before on the very long live I'd pulled a card that says a bolt of lightning. Mental. So for me it was a literal omen, for others it's metaphorical, or maybe you're going to get literal lightning as well. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know that you've done important work and it's about to pay off. And by the way, that was the length of the video. If you go and look on the live, I put the angel number for it, and it was about basically well done for, I don't know, it was well done for your spiritual work or something. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know you've done important work and it's about to pay off. You needed to hear it twice. And I feel the payoff there, I feel that is about money for some people. You know, it feels like abundance of love and money coming a lot of our way.